Howdy folks, this morning soap is from Wet the Face. This is the barbershop scent. 4 ounces soap comes in this plastic tub. That's what it looks like here, and you can kind of tell it's a pretty soft soap. Excuse me. Day shaver. Here is the Whalebone Slant. It has a Lord Cool blade in it. That's what it looks like from this side. This shaver, just like the previous 2 shavers I used like this, no fiddling with the blade alignment. Put it in there, lines up perfect every time. Got the alum block complete with rubber band. Unscented witch hazel with menthol. I'm going to follow up with the matching aftershave. Off camera to help keep some of this under control, I've got some Clubman beard oil. And yes, this is my pack of 100 of Lord Cools here. That's pretty. I like these. That's pretty neat. Got it whipped up here in a bowl from Van Lake. That's what it looks like there on the inside. This is a haircut and shave brush, and when you hang it in your brush stand, your logo's right side up. Thought that was pretty cool. And it's got a synthetic knot there, and it's whipped up on the wet side. I've already put a hot towel to the face this morning for face prep, I guess you might say. My pre-shave routine. Been doing it for quite some time. Got my cube here, and it is getting thinner. Yesterday's shave, I use a Persona blade in the Whalebone Slant, and shave went pretty good. Went as expected, I guess you might say. Figured that the blade would work well, and it did. Well, I should say the Persona blade is commonly referred to as a lab blue. Yeah, I got plenty on there, I think. The slant razor is, how can you say, probably a little bit milder than the previous shaver I was using. The might be one for somebody else to start out with. Excuse me. In other words, I don't have any problems doing 3 passes with it. We'll see how this Lord Cool blade works with it. It's Teflon coated, so I'm thinking that I should have a pretty good shave with it. And a blade that I don't use all that often. I think I'm going to line it up for tomorrow's shave. I think I'm going to use a Paul Silver. Like I said, I've got this whipped up on the wet side. I should mention, should show the back side of this. The see all those holes there? So in other words, this particular shaver has no problem rinsing. Matter of fact, I was pretty surprised when I took it apart on how clean the blade looked. So if it's rinsing out that well, you could probably guess that it's probably going to dry okay. If you decide to leave it in there for a few shaves. For me, usually 1 or 2 shaves is about as all the longer I leave one in. Wet the face, should mention, just enjoying the, the shave, sorry. There's some links down below for Wet the Face, the soap, Aftershave, the shaver. Got a link for this, and in other words, the combo pack, if you will. Don is relatively easy to find in that he's on Instagram, Google+, Facebook, Twitter. He's pretty much everywhere. YouTube. I have a good number of his soaps. I've never been disappointed in them. Now, if that goes to performance or scent, take your pick, doesn't matter. Never been disappointed in his soaps. He does a pretty good job in picking his scents, in my opinion. And his soaps have always performed pretty well for me. Never been disappointed in them. This soap here, to me, it has a pleasant scent to it. His latest one, I think he sold out of it, if I remember right. Which is a good thing. In other words, it's indication that things are going well for him. I am getting lather everywhere. And for those that may not have seen it and know of Jill, she has not only bought a shavette, but she has shaved with it already. She's pretty excited about it. So I'm going to do it, excuse me, shavette shave on Sunday. Discuss some of the things that that might help a person starting out with a shavette. Boy, it's been shavette is can be quite exciting shaving with one of those. For me, it's the my first 2-pass shave. Learned that a 2-pass shave works rather well for me with a shavette. Classic Samurai is an inexpensive shavette. They're usually, you can find them on Amazon with a little of no trouble, in different colors. And at that price point that they're at, I would consider them probably the best in the market. They're well made, especially at that price point. It's been a little while since I did one, but last time I looked one up at the Classic Samurai website, you can pick them up for about $8. That's not including shipping. On Amazon, you can pick them up for the neighborhood of the $15 range with either 100 or 200 pre-cut derby blades. That's a pretty inexpensive way to start out with a shavette. Get a shavette and blades at that price. That's pretty good. I guess maybe, I've done all the shaves with this handle. Maybe I should go ahead and do tomorrow's shave with a different handle. Because in other words, when you order that, if you order that twin pack, you're going to have a handle to go along with it, and you may or may not have a bake light or a lightweight handle to go with it. Well, this is creamy stuff. I can just about do the next pass with what I got on my face. Yeah, I should be able to get the bulk of this. This was the same thing with yesterday's shave. In other words, the shave, I feel like, on the third pass is when you really finish up the, at least for me, my experience has been that on the third pass, on the against the grain, you kind of finish off the shave with what's left on your face. It's not that it's not an efficient shaver, don't get me wrong. It's just not quite as efficient as the previous one I used. That one there, boy, I tell you what, very efficient. Like I say, that with that shave there, it's a 2-pass shave one day, 3-pass shave the next day. You can alternate them just like that and still have a fantastic shave. It's good that that you can go to a website and find these like this and not spend a whole lot of money and get a variety of shavers that shave differently. I guess that's the beauty of those interchangeable plates too. You can figure out how the plates work for you, then whatever shave you want for that day, then you just change out that plate and get your shave on. Like I said, with those interchangeable plates, number 6 just worked really well for me. Really liked that shave. That was a good shave. The way that head is made, it's very easy to figure out what the angle is. Because it's already set for you. Like I said, it rinses out pretty easy. It's well designed. Never, none of them that I've used had to fiddle with the blade alignment. Plop the blade in there, snug up the handle, alignment's perfect every time. Don't even have to worry about it, don't even think about it. I think that's, if there's the biggest plus for this shaver is that, I mean, some of us that's been shaving for a while, using 3-piece shavers, know that sometimes, you know, you have to fiddle with the blade alignment from time to time, and this one here is not like that. You put that blade in there and it's good to go, right from the start. Lightweight, doesn't weigh much of it all, of anything. So in other words, if you're looking for a lightweight one, and those are the shavers that usually give you the best shaves, this one here just might be for you. Face feels good. Sometimes I guess you might say I get kind of carried away on how the face feels. If I had to guess, Voskhod probably worked pretty well in here. Not too sure about a feather blade. I'd have to shave with it. My nose is itching this morning. I'd have to shave with it in here in order to figure that one out. I was looking at the shaver. That shaver there is definitely, you can, if you're used to doing a 3-pass shave and that's what you enjoy doing, and guess you might say, rather insistent on doing a 3-pass shave. This one here is not a problem to do that. Wouldn't risk irritation or anything like that. Always get menthol fix in the morning now. Wasn't too sure about getting a witch hazel with menthol in it. Thought it would be, how can you say, too addictive. Because even though throughout the shave, of course, with the barbershop scent, it's not mentholated, so I don't have that cooling effect. But somewhere through the shave now, I'm getting a cooling effect with the witch hazel. That's pretty neat. Could already feel everything just. So that's something to think about, I would say. That if, especially if you're starting out and your technique isn't quite up to speed, and you're getting a rough shave from time to time, or maybe several weepers, or whatever the case might be, getting a witch hazel that's mentholated just might do the trick to help calm things down on your face, as well as using, in my opinion, there's typically you can go to most stores, usually. Aqua Velva has a 5-in-1 aftershave balm, and my wife really likes that scent, so that should help out with that sort of thing. But that aftershave balm works well with my face, as well as Nivea. Usually you should be able to find one of those two just in the store without having to order anything, and either one of those work really well. Also, Nivea for Men in a tube cream really works well. That's really good stuff. Typically, you know, sometimes Walmart that I go to has it, sometimes they don't. So it's kind of a hit-miss type thing, but that's, I guess you might say, some places where you can go to find some relief in case you end up with a rough shave. Maybe the blade and the razor is not a good match for you. Got the aftershave here. It's just, there's a number of tricks that you can experiment with, see what works best for you. I would say, you know, wow, I still have that cooling effect on my face. It feels great. Just something to think about. Oh, and the restrictor, I guess you might say, relatively typical with the aftershave. Comes in a bottle like this. Yesterday, not only did I use a Persona blade yesterday, but also used a Clubman shaving soap, as well as the Classic Vanilla for the aftershave, the topper. Boy, I've had that one sitting there ready to go for a while, and that shave, I put some links for it below. That was yesterday. You have to follow along in the blog or go to the Google Plus community shave shop, the Artisan shaving. The link that I put it to is a Atlanta barbershop type website, and you can pick up 2 ounces for, I think it's like $2.95. Inexpensive shave soap if you haven't tried it. I know when it first came out, it was like twice that amount. That was when I first got mine, I guess you might say. But now the prices have come down quite a bit. And I have not tried the shaving cream, so I can't really speak to it. But barbershop scents, I guess you might say, are kind of been the theme the past couple of days. Yesterday and today. Face feels good. It's a good shave. Getting better and better at shaving with a lightweight shaver. Hope everybody's doing well. I enjoyed my shave today. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.